Good morning. I'm a consultant with this firm and would like to thank you all for taking the time for this presentation. We've all undoubtedly heard about the KPMG cheating scandal. The objective of my presentation is to discuss what our firm can learn from this incident. I will be covering 4 key points. Firstly, what the breach was and how it happened. Also, how this is relevant to our profession and firm, and what we can do to prevent ourselves and other staff from making the same mistakes. Let's begin with the what, in terms of what the nature of the breach was. KPMG has acknowledged that there was widespread improper sharing of answers to internal annual training tests. The implications of the cheating scandal are serious, with the PCAOB censuring the firm, imposing a significant civil penalty, and requiring the firm to undertake remedial actions. The incident is a clear breach of the APESB Code of Ethics. Firstly, the fundamental principles of the APES 110 state that accountants must act with integrity, which implies fair dealing and truthfulness. Secondly, this is also a breach of the professional behavior principle, which states that a member shall not knowingly engage in conduct that may discredit the profession. Now that we've covered what happened, let's move on to the how. One possible cause for the ethical failure is a high-pressure corporate environment with significant time pressures. Consultants may prioritize client objectives over internal trainings to meet expectations and maximize billable hours. A second possible cause is a culture that is overly compliance-focused. For example, consultants may view the trainings as purely box-ticking exercises, losing sight of the big picture of what is right and the reasons for the trainings. We understand how this may have happened, but how is it relevant to our profession? This is relevant as it directly relates to key principles in the Actuaries Institute Code of Conduct. For example, the principle of integrity means that members are expected to respect confidentiality and be truthful in their dealings with others. This is inconsistent with the behaviors observed in this scandal. Principle 2 of the code is compliance, stating that members will comply with all relevant laws, regulations, and professional standards. Sharing answers and cheating means that members may not understand all the rules or keep abreast of changes. Another relevant principle is speaking up, where members are expected to report and respond to non-compliance by others. This principle is significant, as someone internally must have spoken up for KPMG to self-report and launch an internal investigation, which served KPMG favorably in the PCAOB rulings. Having discussed the relevance to our profession, let's explore how our own staff have the potential for similar failures. Our student and associate member staff sitting exams must declare that their submission is their own work and comply with the Code of Conduct. However, there have been known instances of plagiarism and collusion between candidates. In addition, members, including fellows, are required to confirm compliance with Professional Standard 1, which sets out the minimum standard of CPD. There is a risk that this is treated as a mere box-ticking exercise and trainings are completed in a dishonest manner or not completed at all. Our partners and staff may therefore be listed as non-compliant, bringing disrepute to the firm. Having identified these potential points of failure, let's discuss what happens if a member is reported to the Institute Disciplinary Tribunal. Student and associate members who plagiarize or collude may be disqualified from an exam for a period of time or indefinitely. This was most recently recorded in December 2021, relating to proceedings against 9 student and associate members sitting IFOA exams. In addition, members may also be given a reprimand or be required to complete prescribed trainings. We've discussed some serious consequences, so how can our firm prevent a similar situation? The firm can distribute company-wide corporate communications outlining this scandal and its consequences. An excerpt of this presentation may be shared, with viewing made mandatory. This will raise awareness of ethical dilemmas and strengthen our risk culture. Secondly, the firm should establish volunteer committees to support all partners and staff. For example, the mentoring of students who may be struggling with exams, or internal guidance groups that partners and staff can consult for CPD ideas and support. This will mitigate dishonest behavior in exams or CPD compliance. In conclusion, we've seen that our firm is at risk of a similar scandal, but there are strategies to manage these risks. To stress the importance of taking mitigating actions, I will quote the ERM professional James Lam, who said that the only alternative to risk management is crisis management, and crisis management is much more expensive, time-consuming, and embarrassing. Thank you.